afternoon in Houston, where the Rockets are hosting the Mavs in game number. Daniel House Jr. to complete the starting five for the Rockets. Skin is with us on
one of his strengths. Right. His strength is downhill, north and south, getting to the.
Both teams averaging almost 118 a game, and off a turnover.
There's the first defensive play by Porzingis, who has been really good policing the middle.
Luka against P.J. Tucker. We figured that would be the matchup today. Now Tim Hardaway Jr.
And that's where Dallas starts this game. Excellent pass inside from Luka.
Series.
That's not being ready. Ooh.
Step back foul.
Fantastic start, obviously. A little step back there against pretty good defense from Tucker.
Finding Capella.
Step back three again. Luka, yes, sir.
But you can lose a game sometimes.
Yes, sir.
And I think the start that Dallas, this is another attempt.
Three for Westbrook after a Capella rebound. Westbrook almost 9. Finney Smith will take a three out on the wing. And Jordan.
The focus just isn't there for them early.
Three-pointer from the corner is made by House.
Franchise right now. I'm not talking about tomorrow or the future or the past.
Part of that equation is he's doing it at the tender age of 20.
Yeah.
P.J. Tucker
coming to town on Tuesday. All of those different things. I guarantee you, Luka will be.
I don't know where that narrative started.
Here comes. Beat Utah in the first round and lost to Golden State. As Luka slices through the lane. Layup roll.
Dribble penetration. James Harden throws up something that.
His defense by Tucker on Porzingis that time down.
With 3:52 left in the first quarter.
Game with the Clippers. There were 2 possessions where he
action, or maybe it was Ben McLemore. In any event, it's a turnover, and Dallas will cash in on it. Justin Jackson's going into the game.
Shot blocker was coming. Put the right stuff on that one. It's hard.
Yeah, confidence-building homestand, gentlemen. 4 wins as Luka launches and hits.
Another step.
4 for 8. To start this quarter off. Nice.
Curry's on the floor for Dallas. He returns after an illness for the last 2 games. And it's a smooth move
at you, but makes a lot of plays. Good decision.
Hand off to Jalen Brunson. Brunson got it back. Turns the corner all the way down the paint. Scores with a foul.
To build up your confidence at home against lesser teams, but you got to take that with you.
9-0 run right now. Rebuilt the lead to 12. How about 14? No. Yes, it is.
And you'll see it here.
Capella, a great shot blocker, but too late on that one. It was coming down.
Ask yourself, the way Houston plays, just
45-29. Mavs lead on the road, and
he never does anything too fast.
Layup.
Shots.
James Harden opens up, easy to the basket with a foul.
The rim, and that's
well, maybe.
I'm not an official.
And another good pass. Swing over to Justin Jackson. Seth Curry, runner off the glass. Flying in is DeLon Wright. Mavs voices displeasure.
Seth is as cool.
Curry.
That one could be. And all due respect to the official. Well, everybody is accustomed to their routine. When you take them out of it, there's no question it affects.
With all due respect to Daniel House, that was not an iconic moment when following that. And it is James. And Tucker leads for Westbrook, a developing 3-on-1. And Powell with 2 fouls.
You mentioned the fact that both these teams nice.
I like shots like that, though, by the way.
Look at it. The ball is in the cylinder, I guess. Well,
not anymore.
Clock being reset to 7.
With a reset of the clock. And this is a freight train all the way to the basket. James Harden.
Basket. Houston on a roll run.
Hardaway inside and 1.
Put that away. Just a nice little crossover. Tim Hardaway Jr. Harden.
In the second quarter. Austin Rivers the kick out. And that is a 3 knocked in. Tried to jump into the defense. Made a last-second pass. Then a swing by DeLon Wright. 2. One of the hottest. Picked up 2 quick fouls in his appearance on the floor in the first quarter.
Before Thanksgiving coming up this
Push
week.
it up.
Finney Smith up ahead, and this is Porzingis running the floor.
Say what you want. Tucker likes that spot. Just missed one from there, but obviously.
And it's Luka who slipped around Harden out there with 3 fouls and a sidestep of the defense.
Between the leg dribble. And he wanted the bump.
Porzingis from Luka, 3 ball on the money. Top fella on the board for the Mavs in the first half. Not Luka.
But he's covering James Harden. Now Porzingis comes over.
Harden. Houston. with their most points in any half since 19. Teams typically play. Hart noted the 20-2 bench advantage. But amongst the starters, the hotly stolen. Capella hangs on to it for Houston outside to Daniel House Jr. Got it. The Houston Rockets' Mike D'Antoni challenging the foul called on James Harden.
Could have called that offensive foul right there.
Porzingis three-pointer rattled in there.
It's been solid along with the other two guys.
Scoop to the hoop. James Harden. Harpo Lopez rebounded the ball. Career best rebound numbers for Porzingis. It's Luka. Knocks down.
They're going to push it. They're going to shoot three. That's what they do.
Capella.
The guy gets a ton of those calls.
Well, Capella positioned for an offensive rebound. Trying to carve out some room on the baseline. A difficult attempt. Harden. The dish to the corner. Featuring Tucker. 53 per game. Dallas relative to Houston. And today, 20-2 in the first half.
Do something about this run right now as it becomes 7.
Luka in the paint. Lobbing it up for Kleber. And it goes. And there's been a whistle because Kleber. Rivers with the shove.
Yep.
Clear call.
Rivers guard Luka.
Luka in the paint. The look away dish. Corner three. Splashed.
Junior. That's just having that eye of who's open. The penetration. So you had Kleber right there as well.
He's over 80%.
Yeah. Slowly gone down.
Luka with a giant killer.
Low percentage.
Luka. Again.
Very productive. 26 points.
Harden all the way down into the two.
Like a little bit of a shove off, but they did not. Dorian, Maxey, Milan, Porzingis.
16-point lead on the free throws by Dodo. Tucker inside. And you cannot pointer no good. Offensive rebound. Tucker trying to gather himself and go back up. To go in the third quarter. Mavs 103. Rockets 91. 103-91. Dallas a timeout. Third quarter action.
Mavericks number 7, Dwight Powell, third personal.
It's going to be free.
1 year as well.
Isn't it funny how we just forget about Will Chamberlain?
Mavs need something. Houston's cut it in half, and Tim Hardaway Jr. gives him something. Floor is spread. Westbrook will drive against the spread floor and lay it in. Dallas leading by 10 in Houston. Big advantage at three-point shooting. Dallas 14 of 34 for 41%. Houston at 20 feet.
Yeah, top of that.
Austin Rivers, second.
Does really well for such a big guy.
That's good feet.
Yes.
Nice, great pass there.
Slam dunk, Dwight Powell. Rivers driving it and laying it in.
Westbrook right now.
Westbrook's had a fantastic day shooting free throws.
Yeah.
Houston has a fast break developing. Capella running the floor and scores with a foul.
As a one-man fast break, sometime he got way too deep. Capella.
Up by 20, now down to 5.
Well, Mark, you can see it developing. And Russell
Luka back into the game and driving inside. And one!
was all under control. Took the bounce from a smaller Rivers, of course, and able to finish.
Come away with that.
Here comes Westbrook. Mid-air adjustment. Reverse. After he scored a moment ago to make it a 5-point game. Harden has returned.
For 3. He certainly won.
Deflection on the roll. Oh, the right place, right time.
That's a big basket.
And a block shot, but a follow by Capella. Lost the ball. Luka picked it up. Tried to beat everyone down the floor. And it will fall in.
Size and ability to finish tough shots in the open floor.
2 guys hammer him in the body.
Nice.
Cut to the basket. Hardaway flushes. Free throw line, Jay. Daniel House.
This part of the game for Lucas.
Wow.
He's just so under control. He makes
Luka. He's got Ben McLemore trying to catch him from behind. And will the basket count? That's right.
You're
man.
so right. That's a nice attack.
Hey, I stand up and salute the old school 8. Well, in the old days, that is a continuation, and I
All
like the old days.
You feel like you're watching the Nuggets and the Mavs or something. Sure.
Where's Doug Moe?
Yeah.
The motion off on the floor, taken by Houston. 4:41 to go at Toyota Center.
35 to 29 points. Harden 2 more rebounds.
Just 15. Head to the last 4.5 minutes. And Westbrook. Now it's into Luka to beat the clock. And the fourth quarter is his time.
I'm in control of this thing as you see the release on the three-pointer.
Up by 20. 2 minutes left of the game. Harden. 2 for 15 on.
No question about it. And then late, if it's close, you got a guy like Doncic.
Saver, my friends.
No question.
137-120.